Following on from last week's video, back to the cupboard. So this is my supplement stash. There they are. And today I'm going to be talking about the racing stuff. Welcome. So this video is about race nutrition. Okay, so I've got a few bits and bobs here, and the main aim of this video and my channel is to go through things in a very basic manner. Now, it's just a matter of giving some tips to people who haven't done it before. If that sounds like you, then this could help. Now let's begin with what's available when you're racing. Now you're not going to take a pizza with you or a Sunday dinner, blah, blah, blah. You need it in a easily consumable pack. So these are more or less the options you have to replace or keep on top of salt depletion during sweating, and these to top up carbohydrates, energy levels whilst racing. Other things you can eat when you're riding is things like these, or sandwiches. Jam sandwiches work really well as well. Now, although these say protein on them, the key thing about them is that they have carbohydrates in them. Now, all of these have around 25 to 30 grams of carbohydrates. Now, that's like a key figure. Now, the average person is between sort of 25 to 35 grams of carbohydrates per 15 minutes when you're on the bike or running. So if you've got any gels at the moment, if you look at the labels, you can see that there is per 100 ml, there's about 35, 36 grams of carbs, and per serving, you're talking 22 grams. For an average person, you're going to need about 3 of these per hour. And to be honest, that doesn't really sound great. 3 gels per hour, just gel in your belly, not great. 2 types of gels I use. Precision Hydration, delicious but quite expensive. And these, I'd call them standard. I tend to use these for training because I can buy them in bulk, more affordable, and I keep these for races. You've also got a caffeine version. I'm not amazing on caffeine through a gel. I've had bad bellies on these before. I even had a very bad belly on Ironman. A coffee for me is better in the morning. This is where food substances come in very well, including jam sandwiches and easily packable things. And when I'm on the bike, I have a lovely buffet. I usually rotate them. So maybe a gel, something like this, a jam sandwich. And when I was on an Ironman, something called a russell. We've got them in South Wales. Little corned beef, little ball things with potatoes, corned beef, salt, herbs, all that stuff in it. So it gave you an all-round sort of carbohydrate intake now and again on the bike, and also a lovely little treat. On longer courses like Ironman, you can take advantage of your emergency supplies, and you can chuck like a sausage roll or whatever in there. Just something different, something nice, just to keep your spirits high. Okay, so let's go through a standard race day. It always starts with like 3-4 days leading up to it. Pasta, carbohydrates, potato intake. Just make sure you get your carbohydrates built up. The day before a race, I will load up on 1,500, sip it throughout the day or sort of like afternoon onwards. And I'll also have one of them in the morning before I get to the start line. Also in the morning, always porridge, toast with jam on it, and a banana. If you want to go nuts, have a bit of peanut butter. I would have obviously by race day planned how much I'm going to take, what I'm going to take, and where am I going to carry it. So between your bike and your pouches, you can vary where you're going to put the gels, the sandwiches, whatever you want to take. But just remember, 15 minutes, 30-ish grams of carbs. But the first hour on the bike, you don't need to eat anything. Sorry, my cat's running around here. So anyway, before the swim, I take a gel. Ideal. You can have caffeine. After the swim, I can have a gel before I go then out on the bike. I have nothing for that hour, and then I start eating, loading up, whatever. Do not wait until you're starving. The bike is the best place to eat. When you start running, you can forget it. You're pretty much back to gels again. You can take advantage of the stops. They'll have different substances, things like maybe crisps or whatever. You've also got, they give you gels, but who would want more gels? And you've got your electrolytes. Now, always ask, study the race you go to, and make sure that you know what's available so that you can then compensate and take your own things. If you go to Precision Hydration, they will give you, and I'm not paid at all with this now, but they will give you a plan for free because you're spending money with them. I don't know the exact science about it, but they start on like $250. You can get tablets. I also take tablets with me on the longer course because when you go to the hydration station, just whap a tablet down. But those are different grades, and that's like a really highly concentrated salt tab. And right on the end, just to finish the race, make sure that you pack your body then again with protein. Within the half an hour after a race, you need to get food down you, get those carbohydrate levels back, get the protein in you, and that will then help with muscle fatigue, recovery, and it'll just make you feel much better. I apologize, I haven't put the plan up yet. I wanted to go through that first for a change. So I'll put the plan up here. If you can pause it just to have more of a detailed look. I'm now into week 11 and it's really ramping up. I think I covered most basic things. It really does get more detailed than that. If you've got any questions, please comment below. If this helped you in any way, a shameless link here, please like and subscribe. This is for making things accessible for people to get into triathlon or just any activity outdoors. That's what it's all about.